30 minutes are left. A letter with shocking news about your inheritance is on its way, say the Archangel Michael and Jesus. You won't believe who sent it. Quickly open it. This is your last warning before everything turns, says Archangel Michael. It has things in it that you haven't seen in years, and you didn't expect to get it. Lies, silence, and force were used to hide this truth. Right now, a letter is on its way to your house. 18 years of smiles. Your life will be split in half between before and after the letter as soon as you open it. You have 30 minutes to figure out what's going on before someone tries to block you again. This letter hasn't gotten to you yet because of a woman who often came to your house wearing gold and perfume. A man in a brown suit told her that she would put off your fate. Their plan changed a lot this morning, though. The person who mailed the letter knew they had to act quickly, says Archangel Michael. They wrapped the envelope in plain paper, wrote your name on it by hand in blue ink, and sent it through a private courier service so it wouldn't get lost. It wasn't sent out of guilt, but with shaking hands and long overdue truth. This is something you should know. On a piece of paper signed by someone who died in a mysterious way, your name is written as the only rightful heir. The signature was kept secret in a vault called Project L19. 3 days ago, the vault was broken into after a divine signal went off. The person who did this reveal is not like other people. They have ties to your family tree but lied to you to keep you safe. But their health is getting worse, and they couldn't keep this secret until they died. Someone you met in the hallway of a hospital is not who they seem to be. That person was a hired messenger who was watching how you reacted to find out if you were ready to hear the truth. They called someone and said they still couldn't see the blessing when you turned your back on them. Please let me know if this makes you feel cold or warm all of a sudden. That's not making up stories. It proves something. You are not going to a channel when you buy a coffee, make a donation, or join our community. Instead, your actions are supporting a divine mission to please know that each seed you plant will grow into a torch that lights the way for someone else. Help people who are lost, but we want your presence more than your help. Visit our community through the link in the description or the comment that was pinned. It's more than just a site. This is a safe place where you can post prayer requests, carry other people's burdens, and have daily conversations with a family that speaks your language. You are entering a community of believers who share your faith. You are helping us build a global altar of worship when you join one of our membership levels, whether it's to study more deeply, plant a seed of faith, or just join our daily morning prayers. The voices of those who want to move heaven move it, but it grows when people stand together. Everyone in our communities who wants to heal and find hope will be helped by every gift you give. We all work toward the same goal, which is to give, and it will be given to you. Now is your chance to come out from the shadows and join us in this circle of prayer. Come with a plan. Join the conversation and put your seed where it will grow well. Let's open up the sky together. Today, let go of your seed. Join our group and see what God does to make your life whole again. There are some pictures inside the letter. People who were taken out of your life too soon will be in one that was taken when you were only 4 years old, in a court document that was kept secret in the corner of a courtroom. That picture was used as proof. That picture has both your and someone else's fingerprints on it. Yesterday, a forensic scan found them. The DNA matches that of a man who was reported missing but not dead. He wanted everything for you. This gift is more than just money. There are shares, land, and a gold vault locked up in a private European bank. The code for the access key was written on an old watch that you thought was broken, but that someone kept fixing without telling you. A woman can be seen talking to the watch while holding your picture on hidden camera footage that was found in a storage unit. She was whispering something that sounds like an old prayer for protection in a language that no one knows anymore. Finding out who she is being done right now. Inside the letter is a passcode that needs to be entered at exactly 333 millimeters to open a digital safe. If you miss this chance, it will not come up again for 9 more years. The person who timed this made sure it fit with how you're spiritually. Lawyers' files and personal journals are both in the safe. There is a mark on one page. They can't change you into someone you're not. There are tears and wine marks on the page. The writing looks like it was done by your dad. This part of the inheritance is called "Only If the Truth is Revealed." These things were frozen because of that clause. A woman tried to claim them, but her voice print did not match the audio logs that had been recorded. Please let me know if your ears feel heavy or buzzing. There is a real shift in frequency. Someone told the old woman in black about the letter that came in. She laughed, but stopped right away when her mirror broke on its own. Now she knows that the angels have put divine protection around you. There might be a folded napkin inside the letter. It seems normal, but there is a symbol under the fold that lets you into more than you know. Right now, that symbol is showing up in old caves all over the world that are linked to certain bloodlines. The person who sent you the letter has used a fake name before. Brothers and sisters, just a brief moment before we go on. So many of you asked in the comments about the Bible I use. It's a large print Bible, big clear text, so easy to read the Word of God. A real blessing in my prayer time. Everything in the description, the Bible, prayer tools, ebooks about the journey of Christ. I use them personally. Links are below. That's where I got them. If God uses it to bless your walk, give glory to Jesus. Share your experience in the comments. We read everyone. Now let's continue our journey in Christ. Twice. Once in 2006 and again in 2017. Each time, 3 people who now live in different cities but are still watching you stop them from getting to you. The spiritual police are about to question these people. To find the package, a man in a red car has been following the postal van. He doesn't want you to read it, but something unexpected has kept him from getting to it right away. Someone cut his tires off without him seeing them. The letter is now only 2 turns away from your block, says Archangel Michael. The bird you saw earlier was circling not to be confused, but to keep itself safe. Nothing can get in the way of you reading that paper because you are being protected. At the moment, another woman is trying to steal the package by pretending to be a family member of yours. She gave fake papers to a lawyer to try to get back what is rightfully yours. But her plan will fail after you read line 7 on page 3. Somebody who isn't you dreamed your full name last night and wrote it in the letter. She woke up and called the number that she saw written in a mirror. When you called that number, you got a voicemail from a real family member who said, "If you are hearing this, tell them the time is now. Leave a comment below if this makes you feel anything." These are signs from God. A man with sunglasses and gloves is pacing near the courier hub. He's not a delivery person. He is someone who is pretending to be you to trick the driver. The envelope has a watermark that glows in the dark and when the moon shines on it. The coordinates are in that watermark. Those coordinates lead to the place where your family lived before they disappeared. You were supposed to get your inheritance when you turned 21, but a file called Delay Protocol stopped that from happening. It stopped in phase 9. Someone who said they loved you signed that file. Up until now, their name has been hidden. On your birthday, someone sent you a bunch of flowers at random. There was only a symbol on the card inside, no name. The seal on the letter that is coming up is also that same symbol. It is in the courthouse of a long-ago town. The judge signed the papers for the release without knowing who the real recipient was. Once you prove who you are with the unique item that is attached to the letter, his signature will be turned around. A charm that your mother used to wear. 12 years ago, the charm was said to be lost, but last week, it showed up again in a safe during a police raid at a woman's house. She said she got it from the street. She told lies. Remembering the name that was whispered to you recently is the key to getting your full inheritance. The records give that name weight. The codes will not work without it. Let me know if you just thought of the name. It's not a mistake. Recently, an AI scan of your face was used to find heirs. You passed to someone who left behind an empire 100% of the time. That empire is now being moved. Only the true heir has the power to break the security seal on the letter. It will erase what's inside if someone else opens it. That's why they want to stop you so badly. You can find a barcode inside the letter. It has never been used to scan that barcode. The mystery will stay until you do. But if you scan it, you'll find a secret message that was recorded 17 years ago just for you. You are being watched over now, but not by enemies. Instead, divine beings are making sure you stay on track. They're changing the vibrations around you to make sure that when the letter comes, your hands will be steady. This morning, a light that showed up in front of a delivery man's car told him where to go. He swerved to avoid hitting something and saw a white feather land on his mirror. That was your call. 18 minutes ago, something strange happened. The person who had your letter said that he heard your name whispered twice in his left ear. He was about to drop the letter, but something told him to keep delivering it right away. That voice came from a place where gods live. It came straight from the spiritual world that was watching over you. As soon as the messenger did what was asked, the path became clear and the energy around you began to change. Leave a comment if you've been feeling worried, heavy, or too aware of time lately. That's not just feeling. That is divine clock-like spiritual energy counting down to the end of the world. Right now, your spiritual life is being opened up. There is also a legal document inside the letter called the Final Confession Agreement. It was signed and notarized in front of someone who lied to you before. They are afraid of what will happen if the truth gets out. Archangel Michael tells them, your birthright was hidden with dust so you would forget about it. Now that dust is being burned away by holy fire that tells you good things about your name, your rights, and your blood. From the start, you were chosen to get this land. It wasn't just money that the person who started this left behind. They left something behind. Something bigger than money or power that ties your life together. Someone who loved you but didn't say anything has now done so. And the letter is how they talk. The letter may have what looks like worn-out ink inside it. Put it next to a candle. There will be an old message. The next key is hidden in a book you own, but have never read. That message will lead you to it. Your initials are used as the vault passphrase for this Swiss bank account. Since then, no one has touched that account. People may try to break in, but the door will only open when you say the phrase written in the letter. The woman you thought was your friend tried to change her name not long ago. She did what she did to hide the fact that she was connected to the fake will. It was kept safe by someone who wouldn't take money, though. Tell me if your heart beat faster or slower. On a file called Inheritance Intersection, that's your spirit making the truth clear. There were 3 prints found. All 3 are people who smiled at you not long ago. They will all be embarrassed when the truth comes out. One of them tried to get rid of the digital files that had your DNA matches. But because of a spiritual glitch in the system 3 nights ago, your records were brought back. That bug wasn't a mistake. There was a miracle going on. There is a black and white picture inside the letter envelope. Feel at home. Behind your picture there is a fuzzy figure. That person is still alive. You really get more than just money when you die. There will soon be a database with only royal and prophetic family trees in it. Yours will be added. Your hands might shake when you touch the paper. That's because it really does hold energy. It can still feel the pulse of people who believed in you in the past, even if they are dead. God heard her because she had already called someone and said, if they get that letter, everything we built falls apart. Feel free to leave a comment if you had a dream that someone said times. There is a woman watching you who doesn't seem interested in what's going on with you. It's not a dream. It shows something. The letter might have a picture you've never seen before. You can't think of the name of the house you're in front of. That land is yours. Archangel Michael now says, no person can lock and hold what is being divinely given to you. There is no more legal interference today. A higher power has chosen you to be different. Your real family member moved out of a safe house that was used as a hiding place 2 months ago. Inside, a box with your birthday written on it was found. On the back of this letter is a key to that box. A woman with blue eyes and short hair is being questioned by spiritual forces. She remembers what she did in Fun 18 to keep your fate from happening. Her name will be written on the back of the letter. Someone who once said something odd about your eyes knew where you were from. That person has something to do with the lawyer named in the last sentence of the letter. Type, "The tree blooms again," as a code. Tell us if you've seen any strange patterns like Halen 11 or 333 when you call that number. Do not hold on to your divine alarm. There is also a map inside the letter that shows the land your ancestors owned. Scrolls, gold, and holy things are kept in the vault below it. Dear family, I want to share something important with you all. Recently, our channel has been demonetized by YouTube, which means we no longer receive any earnings from our videos. Every video requires a lot of time, effort, editing, and resources to create. But we still want to continue spreading these powerful and uplifting messages to you. We truly wish to keep this channel alive and continue our mission, but doing this without any support is becoming very challenging. If our content has ever helped you, inspired you, or brought you comfort in any way, we humbly request your support through Buy Me a Coffee. Even a small contribution helps us continue this journey. The support link is available in the comment section and the description. Thank you for your love, support, and prayers. God bless you. You were supposed to watch over them, even though it looks like it's empty. The letter you're about to receive was written by 2 people, one who is dead and one who is still alive. They both thought you would read it one day. That day is today. It was hidden behind a mirror in a hotel in a different country. It was found while the hotel was being fixed up, and it was sent to you through diplomatic channels. That's why it took so long. That's not all you carry. The mission is up to you. We can now begin that mission. There's more to the letter than just who you are. It means you're going in the right direction. It's not just you who can smell roses or feel cold air move through you. The person who made fake papers against you just lost a case that had nothing to do with you. That was their punishment from the beginning. Now, everything they did to stop you will fall apart. 3 days ago, a white dove was on your roof. That was the divine messenger taking one last look at the path. Everything has been ready since then. There is also a USB stick inside the envelope. Pay attention to how you plug it in. Someone will call your name in a 3.5-minute video. People who see this will say that the light never left them. That record was made in a storm on top of a mountain. It was almost lost, but the divine winds kept it going. A prayer written in the video ends with, "I don't know." You feel that language in your heart. You'll feel like you really understand something. Tell me if your chest feels tight, or if your fingers are warm. You can feel life. In 9 minutes, the letter will be here. Do not go anywhere. The gods have already shown the person who delivered it a picture of your face to make sure it was meant for you. 1 strand of hair is sealed inside with wax. Holy Labs will check that strand to make sure you are the one who was picked. It was already known what would happen. Someone will gently knock on your door. 3 light taps. After that, there was silence. That's the clue. Open it up. Get the letter. Read the words. Don't wait to cry if you need to. When you touch the envelope, your whole energy field will change. Michael, the Archangel, says you can't lie about or fake this shift. That's praise from above. Auras are spiritual locks that can only be opened by you. When you touch the paper, it will have a light golden sheen all over it. That does show that divine power has come to us from the past. It's not enough to just receive. The holy tradition you are now carrying on lives on. That person who wrote the last part of the letter had tears in their eyes. They weren't sure they'd ever be brave enough to send it. But last week, they had a dream that someone from heaven told them, "Now is the time." Let us know if your heart just thudded one more time. You just felt something from a memory that your mind hasn't thought about yet. On the back flap of the envelope, there is a small mark that looks like a sword cut in half. A family that is thought to have spiritual powers has been seen with this old sign. People who knew about your family history tried to hide the fact that you were born into it. Inside the letter is a silver paper clip with a second note on it. That note was written by someone who knew you were meant for more but never had the guts to tell you. What they say will hurt. It will peel and wake you up at the same time. Sorry for the delay, but everything that was hidden must now be seen, they wrote. They're not asking for help. They are getting you ready for power. You were meant to lead, not follow. There are truths in the inheritance letter, not just things and codes. The real reasons some people left your life all of a sudden, why you were never told about the estate, and why other people felt threatened just by being around you. You were spiritually kept from finding out too soon. The forces around you weren't strong enough if you had found it before now. Today, though, everything is lined up. On the last page, there is a red stamp that says, "Divine Release Approved." The courthouse where your case was thrown out got that stamp out of the blue the next morning. The cashier said they didn't put it there, but when it was turned on, it lit up. Write something if your skin is cold or if you blink a lot. This is because your spiritual senses are fully awake. The post office said that some strange things were happening. There were 3 very close calls, that the van with your letter just missed. The taxi driver didn't know that the birds flying by the window were your ancestors in the form of angels. Strangers have been calling you from an unknown number. That number comes from an old family line that died out in the 1960s. They have been shown the records. They already knew where you were. In your dream, someone gave your name to an old man in a retirement home. He told you he would talk when you got there. Now that he has had that letter for 46 years, he is ready to tell you his side of the story. In the financial records that are enclosed, your signature has been faked on 5 accounts that you don't know about. Since then, one of them has been closed, but not before God stopped a transfer in some way. You have the right to get better. A gold pan with the number 27 written on it will also be given to you. It's that number that you get by adding up your birth chart and the date that the law stopped your inheritance. The mathematician has died, but last week the message was found in a prayer box. Say what that number means to you right now. Time and space are talking. The van with the packages is now 5 houses away. It looked like the driver felt something for a moment. Today is the day that something big will happen. As he looked in the mirror, the driver saw light coming through the clouds. Today, even the wind knows your name. The Archangel Michael told him, the trees outside your window are still by choice, not because they want to be calm. All of your ancestors will rise in joy as soon as you break the seal. In 2009, a woman stole your first letter of inheritance. She now lives by herself. It wasn't long ago that she told a nurse that ghost talks to her. The nurse wrote down the confession and put it in a drawer that said, "Emergency." The drawer was open today. The confession is the same as what's in the letter you're reading now. "Good voodoo," she wrote. "If I didn't tell anyone, I think they would never rise again. It's in the couch, the cup, and the clothes you wear." That energy is also being reset right now. Get your body ready for what your spirit wants. But now they have, and it has already been said that you will too. The paper of the letter was soaked in holy water before it was sealed. That's why it could make you warm. It's not a sign. It is real spiritual heat that comes from the truth. Inside the seal is a very small red thread. That thread came from a robe you wore as a baby and got your name. That robe was hidden after your family almost forgot your real name. If you can't figure out why you're crying, leave a note. What your body forgot is coming back to you in spirit. You were the one we waited for, and you are. It says inside the letter. You were always on time. You were being set up. A long-lost cousin tried to sell a house that was connected to your inheritance, but lightning stopped them. It wasn't the weather. God told them no to their plan in that way. The person who had this letter kept it with them through all the storms. They whispered your name every time. They believed someone would take it. Their prayers are the marks of ink on the bottom. One of the inside pages has a list of blessings that were supposed to go to you, but instead went to someone else. That list will shock you. You'll see names and wonder how they got what you should have had. Don't get mad though. Feel strong, because now everything good will come back to you. You might see bigger eyes when you read those names. You know these people. They did well while you were having a hard time. It's not that you don't believe it. You know them. This is the beginning of the transfer of God's justice. It's not possible to stop. This is where the story changes and God's justice takes over. You're no longer seeing other people walk on land that was rightfully yours. The odds are now in your favor. Take a moment to ground this turnaround in your faith right now. In the space below for comments, type, "My divine justice is here, and I claim my double." Do not write it when you are angry. Instead, write it when you are spiritually in charge. As you type those words, let go of all the anger in your heart and get ready for the full healing that is coming your way. The letter has GPS coordinates that lead to a cabin in the middle of the forest where papers were signed privately. Someone you trust put copies of everything in a metal lockbox. You'll be able to get in once you say the phrase written in the sheet's margin. Write in the box below if you're feeling dizzy or if the way you breathe has changed. That's because the truth and your fate are now lined up. In the last envelope is a small flower petal that has been pressed. In the past, it was written in a diary by someone who loved you but had to leave you. That flower lived for years thanks to prayers and holy oils. You might remember something from the smell of it that you didn't know you had. The person who wanted to take your land sent you a message last night. It was hacked before it got to the lawyer. In that message, they were told not to look for the key. But I've already been shown the key in a spiritual way. You might want to cry after reading the last line. It's okay to cry. They are holy. You can only break the spiritual codes in the air around you by being honest and letting go of your feelings. That's what your tears will do. The girl with the bright red nails who smiled too big at your last get-together already knows the letter was sent. There were heavenly flames around your energy field, so her ritual didn't work. She talked to someone to try to slow down the energy. You are getting a necklace with a microchip hidden inside it. The chip has a voice recording from someone who always had faith in you. Their voice will say your name 3 times and then say, "Now go be who you are." If you feel a pull in your chest, let us know. Being awake to what was always meant to come back to you is your soul. The van is now on its way to your street. The engine shut down. The driver took a big breath. In other worlds, trumpets were played, but not everyone could hear them. You could. Archangel Michael tells them that the darkness that tried to erase your name has given up. They still don't know, but when you chose to rise, their power went away. That's why you don't feel like other people. There will be initials on a gold seal that you have never seen before. Those letters are from your great-grandmother, whose name was quietly taken out of family history. It's not her ghost coming back to scare you, but to bring you something. You'll learn what your real name means. Not the one you were told to fit into, but the one that makes you shine. The name is written in the letter behind the bank transfer, in between the folds. A butterfly will fly by your window right when you get the letter. The butterfly will stay still for a moment and then take off into the sky. Take a look. It makes you feel like someone is watching over you from beyond the grave. It's okay if the seal looks hard to break. Your hands will shine when you open it. In the spirit world, it will be happy. There's a very rare flower from space ink on the pen that was used to sign that letter, even if you can't see it. That ink was blessed while people prayed at midnight. That's why the words are strong even when there's no sound. Inside is a list called Air Affirmation. Read each line out loud. As you do this, blocks on your inheritance that you can't see will start to come loose. You'll get hit. The air will move. Yes. Tell me if your feet are warm and your hands feel heavy. Your body is getting ready to receive light from the past. God has told the neighbor you don't talk to very often to watch over your house while the deal is being made. She doesn't know why she wants to stay by her window, but today she is part of the divine watchdoor. There are still 4 minutes left. Time is very important. The cool air. and the birds quiet cool down your back. Everything is planned. They are signs from God that now is the right time for you. A dog might bark or a child might laugh out of the blue somewhere out there. Those are sounds, not things. Those are the happy sounds of angels, celebrating the prophecy coming true. You were forgotten once. Now you were the first. The letter has a barcode on the outside corner. There are photos, videos, land deeds, and a scan message from someone who died and thought you would never find out. The code will lead you to a digital vault. They feel better now that they know someone is watching them. While you're getting ready to form a circle, you may feel warm on your left side. The package is now only one house away. A man who sees a feather fall from the sky holds it. That feather is the last word on letting go of your fate. But he doesn't get it. A phone will ring somewhere in your house after you open the letter. Do not leave it alone. Someone else will say they always knew you would be found. Now there's nothing that can stop you from getting your divine inheritance. Do not swear. Don't get paid. Don't lie. Do not wait. It looks like God stepped in and told the records what to say. For a split second after you open the door, time may seem to stop. The reason for this is that the spiritual and physical worlds are now mixing. At this very moment, you are making progress. You'll put out your hand. When you grab the envelope, your heart might start to beat faster. That's how fate feels when it finally shows up. Not with words, but by telling the truth and shaking. Dear family, I want to share something important with you all. Recently, our channel has been demonetized by YouTube, which means we no longer receive any earnings from our videos. Each video takes a great deal of time, effort, editing, and resources to create. But we still want to continue spreading these powerful and uplifting messages to you. We truly wish to keep this channel alive and continue our mission. But sustaining this without any support is becoming very difficult. If our content has ever helped you, inspired you, or made a difference in any way, we humbly request your support through Buy Me a Coffee. Even a small contribution helps us continue this journey. The support link is available in the comment section and the description. Thank you for your love, support, and prayers. God bless you. God might have picked the person who smiles at you. Today, as I held the letter, they will never know why they were picked to bring it, but their job was holy. Thoughts. This message was definitely written just for you. You now have the letter. Your gift is now ready for you. It has arrived. Read it all the way through to become the person you were meant to be. Time will start to repeat itself in waves as soon as you open the envelope. The paper feels light, but it's actually very heavy. Because of deals made a long time ago, justice was always late, but never denied. It's never been this close to your end. It's now in your hands. Inside the letter, above all the legal papers and secrets, there is a bold sentence written by hand in black ink. They got it wrong about who you are. You are known to God. Everyone who tried to hold you back will have to change after hearing that one sentence. This letter lets you go. Not the kind you see in banks or courtrooms, but freedom from worrying about being lied to and having small thoughts. In this case, it shows that God has chosen you. Something changes when you look at the truth. In the bottom corner of the third page, you can finally find the name of the woman who kept you from hearing this truth years ago. You might already know. The truth will shock and even hurt you, but it will also clean you up like lightning. This name has been written on envelopes, signed things, and maybe even used at family dinners. When they smiled at you, they knew they were walking on stolen blessings. but the law has caught up now. Please let me know if you felt heat in your forehead all of a sudden. It means the truth will work on your crown. Inside the letter is a small piece of cloth. Your great-grandfather wore it as part of a ceremonial robe in the past. A lot of people thought that robe had been burned. On the other hand, a secret part was kept safe. It's now both a gift and a shield for you. This fabric isn't just for clothes. It's a prayer for safety and divine cover in every battle. Keep it near you. Bring it with you when you take what is yours. It will make you brave. A second folded note inside says, "Love from a loved one who has died." You'll understand what they wrote right away. They seem to be there again because they talk to your heart. But they haven't really. I knew you'd make it here. I wish I could have seen the look in your eyes when you knew what was true. This could make you cry. That's not being weak. That sound is the sound of your soul breathing out ease. Everything that tried to put off your moment has failed, says Archangel Michael. The evil plans that were written behind closed doors have been burned up by God's fire. You are no longer being set up. You are in place. Please let me know if your knees are shaking or if your hands feel light. It's the spiritual change showing up in your body. There is a folded map next to the papers. That map takes you to a storage unit you rented before, with a name that had something to do with your family. Things, letters, photos, and one thing that will prove everything the letter says are in it. Spirit, not GPS, will help you find that unit and open it. You'll see the way clearly. The locks will get open. There will be no more paper trails for your inheritance. It will be true for you once you cross that line. One of the pages inside the letter has a phone number. That number has to be typed in by hand for it to work. You can play a tape when you call it. Beginning. We no longer have to wait for you. Leave a comment if all of a sudden you feel lighter. Hearing something makes your load lighter. There is a small golden star at the end of the letter. It's been decades since Mark last saw an emblem from an old family order that has to do with spiritual guardianship. During a secret test in a clinic you never went to, your DNA was matched with old family records. Things turned out great. You were picked to go on. That report is now yours. You were always with someone. You were hid. The telling off is over today. The last page has one more sentence. Writing by hand is slow and heavy. Don't let anyone take this from you. Get up now. You will rise because this is yours. It's not just a letter. You've now opened your scroll of fate. Do not turn around. Things around you change again as you step into your gifts. It's stronger this time than the last time. It's no longer just spiritual. The heavens have signed off on your name, so it's beginning to feel real. Everything in the room is in line with what you were born to do. The chains are broken, says the Archangel Michael. The veil is taken away. The silence is over. You no longer want what is already yours. You are now getting it in full. You might see a light nearby flickering. That's not made of electricity. It is the presence of an angel confirming that the divine task has been completed. It was told to them to stay with you until the inheritance got to you safely. The phone you've been using might buzz without telling you. It's not a signal from a tower. It comes from a realm. Right now you are in a state of divine favor where time bends to help you move forward. Thoughts? Your ancestors are standing tall behind you if your legs feel weak, your shoulders feel warm, or your eyes are misty. Their voices kept repeating as their hands stretched out. It's finally done. There may be one more hidden fold on the back cover of the letter. Do not pass it by. The most psychic part of this moment is inside. A short prayer that your grandfather or grandmother wrote. It was like spiritual DNA passed to you from words. They wrote, "You may have forgotten who you are, but we never did." That sentence holds 1,000 years worth of tears and prayers. Allow it to flow into you. Let it break you open, and then let it put you back together again. Another thing inside that fold is a real key. The thing is small, old, and rusty, but its power is alive. It doesn't make a building open. It opens a vault from the past. That safe isn't in a bank. It is in a private estate that has a code name that comes from your initials. With the rightful heir, you are the only person who could get to it. Let us know if your heart is racing, your skin is tingling, or you just remembered a place from your childhood that felt different. It was never just a house. That was a place where fate met. There are 3 things in this vault: a legal claim to land, a priceless family heirloom, and a letter from a long-lost friend or family member. The letter was signed and dated with your name at the end. There is also a medallion about the size of your thumb that is attached to a red thread. Your ancestors used it in religious ceremonies to show that power was being passed on. That medallion hasn't been seen by the sun in 73 years, but now it's back in your hands. As you hold it, it might flash. You remember things that aren't yours, hear voices you haven't heard before, and suddenly recognize names. That is because you are getting knowledge from your ancestors. It's in your blood. You are now the ship. You have a bigger inheritance than you thought. You can't sit on it like a throne, use it like a weapon, or change the terms of a blessing. You deserve it because it was always meant for you, and now the wait is over. If you feel pressure behind your neck or a flutter in your stomach, please let us know. These are signs from God that are showing up in your senses. The last page of the letter has more than just a name written on it. Some people in your family are the only ones who know what the symbol means. That circle was broken by betrayal, but you are putting it back together. The betrayal that used to stand in the way of your destiny is now gone. Every fake document has disappeared from existence. Every false claim is being thrown out, and the courts of heaven have already ruled in your favor. You are moving from being unknown to being in charge. There's no magic here. This is fixing things up. You've lived long enough, and now you will get something. The person who said you'd never have anything is already seeing you achieve great things. They can feel the change. They can feel the power going away. They may even try to get in touch with you. Do not answer. It's no longer their time to rule. Today, your story will be different, not in whispers or rumors, but in big, bold news stories about spiritual recognition. Somebody will say that your life changed overnight. Tell us if you just got chills or saw a light flash out of the corner of your eye. That's your angel confirming this message. The person who broke up with you too soon will feel bad about it, but you won't be angry. You will be in charge. You can think of this letter as your sword and your scroll as your shield. Go to a mirror now. Take a look. You show it. The prophecy has come true. This is what the blessing said. You can keep the inheritance. Take a deep breath. As you hold the letter in your hand, there is silence all around you and a mirror in front of you. Know this to be true. You're not the same person you were before you opened it. You were activated not by chance, but by God's plan. The Archangel Michael says, "This day has been longed for by heaven." They had to wait, your ancestors. The earth groaned with the weight of what was taken away from you. But the scroll is now open. The shift took place, and now there is no more silence. Do you think your heart is beating fast? Are you sad for no reason? Do you feel like your soul is getting bigger? Don't be scared. Your spiritual body is getting back in tune with the vibration you were born to carry. It's going on in you right now. Leave a comment if the air feels different all of a sudden. It has. The doorway between fate and delay is now closed. You are now moving through time in a way that can't be stopped. It is being watched by the divine realms. They're singing. People in heaven are singing your name. It is being sewn back into important family records that were wiped out by greed and manipulation in the past. Again, your last name will mean something. It will be legal for you to sign. The choices you make now will have an impact not only on you, but also on the people who come after you. One phrase was underlined 3 times inside the letter. When people remember who they are, the land will remember who owns it. That land is thought of now. As you accept this truth, your spirit is exploding. Every bad word that was said about you is being erased. Every obstacle to money is being removed. Every seed that your ancestors planted that you forgot about is now starting to grow in real time. You've never been poor. You had a lot. Your time has come. And now everything around you will start to work in sync with it. Some doors will open without being knocked on. People will bless you, but they won't know why. The medallion in the letter was more than just a thing. It was a holy key. And as soon as you hold it, realms start to open up in front of you. Move forward. The sky is clear. The fight is over. Comment if a memory comes back out of nowhere. A name, a house, and a time. That's your spirit touching the thread of history that is being turned around right now. The name written in very small letters on the inside fold of the letter, in ink that is almost gone, is of someone you thought was against you but wasn't. Their job was to keep you safe from view. This person was chosen by God to walk with you in silence. They were hit for you. When the enemy tried to erase your name, they hid it in divine ledgers. They only felt bad about one thing before they died. They couldn't see you get crowned. But today, you've become their joy, and they're dancing in the spirit world. There is also a small charm in the letter that fits into a necklace you found when you were a child. You didn't understand what it meant back then, but you do now. Dear family, I want to share something important with you all. Recently, our channel has been demonetized by YouTube, which means we no longer receive any earnings from our videos. Each video takes a lot of time, effort, editing, and resources to create, and we pour our hearts into every single one. But we still want to continue spreading these powerful and uplifting messages to you. We truly wish to keep this channel alive and continue our mission, but doing this without any support is becoming very difficult. If our content has ever helped you, inspired you, or supported you in any way, we humbly request your support through Buy Me a Coffee. Even a small contribution helps us continue this journey and keep this channel alive. The support link is available in the comment section and the description. Thank you for your love, support, and prayers. God bless you. The first spiritual sign of who you really are was that necklace. Let me know if you can feel a pulse in your hands. That is divine energy coming into your present through your family tree. It's called Balance Restored on the page in the letter. It has names and dates of times when you were lied to, cheated on, or ignored. Now, each line has been stamped in red backwards. You're not just getting what you lost back. You are getting twice as much for what you went through. The courts of this world might not honor it, but the courts of heaven have already done so. As you feel more awake, know that your help with this mission is not a joke. It's something God wants us to know. There is a link in the description or a pinned comment that you can use to help fund this work. When you buy a coffee, give money, or join our KOF community, you are helping. You join Jesus' plan to save souls who are still lost in fog when you do this. Each seed grows into a light that fights the darkness. You will get watered if you water other people. Jesus tells them, "This is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Have faith and make a plan for this moment. Your giving can unlock what God has already planned for your life." The person who used to make fun of you for not having anything is now watching the shift. He can't explain what's going on. He only knows that your name keeps showing up in places it didn't used to. The person who faked papers to get your inheritance is now beginning to fall apart. Their lawyers are giving up. Their signatures are no longer valid. There are no more witnesses for them. At the same time, the papers you're holding are shining with justice. The realm of angels sees the light. Even if you can't on the deepest spiritual level, they know you are safe. Now you won't just use this inheritance to feel good. It's for a reason. Being given something that people in the past prayed would last is a big responsibility. It is on its way. It's doing well now, and you're taking it forward. Leave a comment if your breathing has slowed down. The truth is giving your soul peace. At the very bottom of the last page in the envelope, someone drew a gold star. That mark is the holy seal of your family's first patriarch. It was rebuilt based on what prophets saw and what people who could feel time could see in their dreams. That sign now has your name next to it. You are the new beginning. You answer prayers that have never been spoken out loud. Someone made a promise to you in their last breath. You are the answer to that promise. And yes, you can't be moved now. Walk with your head held high, your name cleared, and your inheritance in your hands. We have reached the final threshold where promise meets fulfillment. Heaven is waiting for your explicit response to seal this moment into your reality. Do not leave this video without making your covenant official. In the comments below, type these exact words. My wonder is here, and I receive my divine inheritance now. Make this your unshakable statement of faith, not a plea for tomorrow, but a declaration of what is yours today. As you type it, visualize the heavy doors swinging open and walk forward with your head held high. At last, in your hands, it's locked up. This is holy. You can have it. This is your chance. In the spiritual world, this is the miracle for you. Now I want you to make it official. You can write these words in the comments if you want to. My wonder is here. I get it now. It's not. I hope it comes sooner someday. It is a statement of faith that makes what heaven has already approved happen. The people who watch over you know this. Your blessing stays put. Since you stayed until the end, heaven is now waiting for your answer. Right now, write it down and take what is already yours. Before you leave, do one more thing. It will improve everything you got tonight. Even more, share this message and let everyone know about this big step forward. There may be one more hidden fold on the back cover of the letter. Do not pass it by. The most holy part of this moment is inside. A short prayer that your grandfather or grandmother wrote. It was like spiritual DNA passed to you from words. They said, "You may have forgotten who you are, but we never did. That sentence holds 1,000 years worth of tears and prayers. Allow it to fill you up. Allow it to crack you open, then let it build you back up. Another thing inside that fold is a real key. The thing is small, old, and rusty, but its power is alive. It doesn't make a building open. It opens a vault from the past. That safe isn't in a bank. It is in a private estate that has a code name that comes from your initials. With the rightful heir, you are the only person who could get to it. Let us know if your heart is racing, your skin is tingling, or you just remembered a place from your childhood that felt different. It was never just a house. That was a place where fate met. There are 3 things in this vault: a legal claim to land, a priceless family heirloom, and a letter from a long-lost friend or family member. The letter was signed and dated with your name at the end. There is also a medallion about the size of your thumb that is attached to a red thread. Your ancestors used it in religious ceremonies to show that power was being passed on. That medallion hasn't been seen by the sun in 73 years, but now it's back in your hands. It may bring back memories that aren't yours as you hold it. You hear voices you haven't heard before and names that sound like they know you. That is because you are getting knowledge from your ancestors. It's in your blood. You are now the ship. You have a bigger inheritance than you thought. You can't sit on it like a throne, use it like a weapon, or change the terms of a blessing. It was always meant to be yours, so now it is. The wait is finally over. If you feel pressure behind your neck or a flutter in your stomach, please let us know. These are signs from God that are showing up in your senses. The last page of the letter has more than just a name written on it. Some people in your family are the only ones who know what the symbol means. That circle was broken up by betrayal, but you are making it whole again. The betrayal that used to stand in the way of your destiny is now gone. Every fake document has disappeared from existence. Every false claim is being taken back, and courts of heaven have already ruled in your favor. You are moving from being unknown to being in charge. There's no magic here. This is fixing things up. You've lived long enough and now you will get something. The person who said you'd never have anything is already seeing you achieve great things. They can feel the change. They can feel the power going away. They may even try to get in touch with you. Do not answer. It's no longer their time to rule. From today on, your story will no longer be told in whispers or rumors, but in big spiritual headlines. Somebody will say that your life changed overnight. Tell us if you just got chills or saw a light flash out of the corner of your eye. That's your angel confirming this message. The person who broke up with you too soon will feel bad about it, but you won't be angry. You will be in charge. You can use this letter as a scroll. Your scroll is also your sword. Go to a mirror now. Take a look. You show it. The prophecy has come true. This is what the blessing said. You can keep the inheritance. Take a deep breath. Know this as you stand there with the letter in your hand, the mirror in front of you, and the air still. You're not the same person you were before you opened it. You have been turned on not by accident or chance, but because God planned it that way. Archangel Michael says, "This day has been longed for by heaven. They waited. Your family tree. The earth groaned with the weight of what was taken away from you. The scroll is now open. However, the change has taken place and the silence has been broken. Do you think your heart is beating fast? Are you sad for no reason? Do you feel like your soul is getting bigger? Don't be scared. Your spiritual body is getting back in tune with the vibration you were born to carry. It's happening to you right now. Write something if the air feels different. It has all of a sudden. There is no longer a way to get between fate and delay. You are now going through time in a way that can't be stopped. The divine realms are keeping an eye on it. They are singing. Your name is being sung in heaven. It is being sewn back into important family records that were lost because of greed and dishonesty in the past. Once more, your last name will be important. If you sign, it will be okay. The decisions you make now will affect not only you, but also those who follow you. Inside the letter, one word was underlined 3 times. The land will remember who owns it when people remember who they are. People now think of that land. As you accept this truth, your spirit is going through the roof. Every mean thing that was said about you is being taken away. There are no longer any barriers to getting money. All the seeds your ancestors planted that you forgot about are now beginning to grow right now. You've never been poor. You had a lot. Now that your time has come, everything will start to work together with it. You don't have to knock on some doors to open them. A lot of people will bless you, but they won't understand why. The letter's medallion was more than just a thing. It was a holy key. And as soon as you hold it, new worlds appear in front of you. Move forward. The sky is not cloudy. The fight is over. Leave a comment if a memory comes back to you out of the blue. A name, a place to live, and a time. The thread of history that is being turned around right now is touched by your spirit. The letter's inside fold has the name of someone you thought was against you written in very small, almost gone ink. It's not true. It was their job to hide you from people. God picked this person to walk with you in silence. They were kept secret for you. The enemy tried to erase your name, but they hid it in divine books. Before they died, they only felt bad about one thing. They didn't get to see you get crowned. But today, you're their joy and their dancing in the afterlife. The letter also has a small charm that fits into a necklace you found as a child. Back then, you didn't know what it meant, but now you do. That necklace was the first spiritual sign of who you really were. Please let me know if you can feel a pulse in your hands. God's energy is coming into your present through your family tree. It's known as balance restored. There are names and dates of times when you were lied to, cheated on, or ignored on the page in the letter. Now every line has been checked and read backwards. You're not just getting back what you lost. You're getting twice as much for what you went through. But the courts of heaven already did it. Even if the courts of men don't. The person who used to make fun of you for not having anything is now watching the show. He doesn't know what's going on. He only knows that your name keeps showing up in places it didn't used to. The person who lied on papers to get your inheritance is now starting to fall apart. Their lawyers are giving up. It is no longer legal for them to sign things. They no longer have any witnesses. At the same time, the papers you're holding are white as snow. It is clear to the angel realm. They know you are safe now, even if you can't feel it in your heart. Brothers and sisters, just a brief moment before we go on. So many of you asked in the comments about the Bible I use. It's a large print Bible, big clear text, so easy to read the Word of God. A real blessing in my prayer time. Everything in the description, the Bible, prayer tools, e-books about the journey of Christ. I use them personally. Links are below. That's where I got them. If God uses it to bless your walk, give glory to Jesus. Share your experience in the comments. We read everyone. Now let's continue our journey in Christ. You won't just enjoy this gift for pleasure. There is a reason for this. It's a big responsibility to take care of something that people prayed would last. It's on its way. Now that it's going well, you're moving it forward. Please let me know if your breathing has slowed down. The truth will make you happy. Someone put a gold star at the very bottom of the last page in the envelope. That mark is the holy seal of the first patriarch of your family. To rebuild it, prophets and people who could feel time used what they saw in their dreams. Your name is now on that sign. You are the start of something new. You answer prayers that people have never said out loud. In their last breath, someone promised you something. That promise has a good answer in you. And you can't be moved. You should now walk with your head held high, your name clear, and your reward in your hands. Now that you have it, it's finally locked up. This is holy. It's yours. Now is your chance in the spiritual world. This is your miracle. I want you to make it official now. If you want to, you can write these words in the comments. This is where my wonder is. I get it now. It's not. I wish it would come sooner one day. It is an act of faith that makes what God has already approved happen. This is known to the people who watch over you. Your blessing stays put. Heaven is now waiting for your answer since you stayed until the end. Write it down now and take what's already yours. Do one more thing before you leave. It will make everything you got tonight even better. Spread this message to let everyone know about this important step. God's plan for you is about to come true. But remember that this isn't just a big deal for you. Someone else will be able to reach their own miracle through your story. Use the link in the description or the pinned comment to go to community, which is what Archangel Michael wants you to do. No matter if you buy a coffee, give money, or join our community, it doesn't follow a channel. Your actions are helping God save souls who have lost their way. You are no longer praying alone when you join our group of people who share your beliefs. There is no poetry here. If you give when Jesus says, give, heaven will open up over you. Every seed you plant on this platform grows into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and a hedge of safety for your. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we talk about the Bible every day and help each other out. It's time for you, family. Come up to our wall of prayer for everyone. Share your heart. Watch God make more of what you give away as you give it away. Come on, let's finish this trip together. Come see our neighborhood now. Join the family, and the sky will open up for you. Let's think about this deep truth before we finish this powerful story. This message wasn't found by accident. This is a divine appointment that was made just for you. At the link in the description and pinned comment, you are being invited to join a safe religious community. There, God's plenty is not just a hope, it's a promise based on the Word. You can join a holy group of believers who share your beliefs by going to the site right now. When you join one of our membership levels, you can immediately access powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that no one else can see. Right now is your chance to enter a safe place where you can get spiritual help, constant support from our prayer wall, and quick progress toward your destiny. Don't miss this chance to change your fate. There's a breakthrough waiting for you. Use the unique link in the description to become a part of our inner circle. This is how you can be sure you never miss the spiritual warfare tools and personalized messages that are meant to make your life better. The link to deepen your connection is in both the pinned comment and the description, so you can click on it whenever you want. Our guided ebooks and Bibles can be found in the pinned comment for those who want to take this work home and make it stronger. You have the power to change the world. Whether you become a member or use our tools to plant a seed, do it. Your plenty is waiting.